And their opponents.
Solidly together right here.
The team comprised of first, from Glens Falls, New York, weighing 280 pounds, King Duggan.
And I guess Alfred, as King Duggan makes his way to the ring, if there was ever one big thorn in the side of Bobby the Brain Heenan, it would be this man right here.
It certainly would, and he has taken his toll of the Giant in the past. I'll never forget the time he belabored him with a 2x4. So the Giant definitely needs what he would consider a little payback time.
So now we have 3 of the 4 men and get ready to, so to speak, batten
And
down the
his
hatches.
partner,
'Cause here we go.
weighing 275 pounds, the Ultimate Warrior.
Storming his way to the ring, the Ultimate Warrior. And Alfred, we have quite a tag team event.
We do indeed, and I've never seen anybody who gets fired up for a match the same way as the Ultimate Warrior does. Look at it, full speed all around. There's no such thing as stop, stand still, or even move slowly. Look at him, whoa!
Big question here is how this team is going to do on the Ultimate Warrior and King Duggan. It's quite a combination.
It is indeed. I don't know how they're going to combine their talents. They've obviously got something in mind to do that. They are both very, very individual characters. The Ultimate Warrior's style doesn't at all coincide with the style of the most charismatic man I've ever seen in a cape and crown. That, of course, being King Duggan. But they're going to have to do something.
That's right, immediately, Andre, Bobby the Brain Heenan are complaining about the 2x4 parked in the corner of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And although King Duggan is pleading with the referee, Danny Davis, more than likely we are going to see that 2x4 leave the premises.
I'm sure we will. I really am sure that will happen. The thing, of course, that's in favor of the team of the Giant and Rick Rude is the fact that they have Bobby Heenan there in their corner. And if ever a shrewd man existed as a manager, it's certainly Bobby Heenan, and he can weld a team together. He is extremely successful at things like that. So there could be a very, very deciding edge, in my opinion, that is, of course, in favor of the pairing of the Giant and Rude.
Now, Bobby the Brain Heenan over talking to the ring announcer, Howard Finkel. And I don't know what he's talking to Howard about.
No, I have no idea. Finkel will know anyway. And look at this. You see, at the moment, there is no conversation at all between Duggan and the Warrior.
Well, he being Danny Davis put the 2x4 under the ring. And Alfred, you can still say that it's still around. And they know where it is. It's right into their corner.
It's in fairly close proximity, believe me. And I don't think the Giant or Rick Rude, and even more so Bobby Heenan, will like that fact. You know, on his day, this man here, the king of the World Wrestling Federation, King Duggan, he could take the whole thing by himself, if it is his day. If it's not, well, I don't know, then maybe the Warrior could take the whole thing by himself.
Well, it's going to have to be, I would think, against men the caliber of Andre the Giant and Ravishing Rick Rude, a team effort.
It's got to be.
The Warrior getting King Duggan cranked up.
I like that. That was fun. Do that again, chaps.
Now look at Andre.
He doesn't like that.
A look of disbelief. And now the Warrior giving the ho and the thumbs up sign. And there's been a...
Take control of this match!
I really like that. They've boosted each other's confidence very, very well indeed.
Well, a lot's gone on without anybody touching each other. And now it's Rude and King Duggan tying up into the corner. And you know the Warrior would love to get in there against Ravishing Rick Rude. Couple of blocks. Oh, and Duggan shows some quickness. Look at those left jabs. Right in there. And that one was all the way from Glens Falls. And now Andre is in. Rude hits Andre. And Andre's tied up. Oh, and look here, Alfred. The battering ram using Rick Rude.
A human battering ram there, using Rude against the Giant. who snagged himself in the ropes that earned tremendous weight, did that damage. Well, they are functioning as a team.
They really are. That's a great point.
So already they've cleared one little dubious point. They can function as a team very, very successfully, apparently.
And as Danny Davis helps Andre out, it's King Duggan back to the attack on Rick Rude. Andre gets a right hand in there.
Well, it was just a glancing blow, fortunately for Duggan. It just came off his shoulder, but I bet that hurt anyway.
I bet it did too. Andre, as you know, Alfred, his blows are so powerful.
I certainly know that from a few years back.
And now it's the Warrior in against Ravishing Rick Rude. And the fans came right around with his head to the turnbuckle. Rick Rude dangling. Wrong foot. All of a sudden he realized.
Oh, he did, yes. There was a little reckoning suddenly came into his eyes. The light shone, but he still walked right into the Warrior.
And now
Look out, ref.
the referee is backed away by King Duggan. Duggan sending Ravishing Rick Rude in.
And I really think this was a wrong strategy on the part of the team of the Giant and Rick Rude to allow Rude to stay in the ring so long. He should have been out by now, tagging the Giant in.
Oh, the Giant got that headbutt in. And that is always one of his big power moves, that headbutt.
Indeed it is. Ravishing Rick Rude looking a little better now, a little more confident now that a partial edge has been secured by that headbutt from the Giant.
You know, when you have the Giant as your partner, you always have an advantage into the fact that he can still stay into the corner and still do some damage because he has such a long reach.
Yes, he does indeed reach out on those big arms. The other advantage, of course, is it only takes one well-directed blow from the Giant to change the whole complexion of the match. But look at this. Duggan really firing all barrels at him.
Big headbutt. The Giant, you can tell, was staggered there for a moment.
Look at the Giant there shaking up the Warrior.
He went right after the Warrior. And now with a big chokehold on Duggan. He's holding Duggan by the side of the head and a right hand. And the Giant is relentless. Look at him stalking King Duggan.
Yes, those huge fists, those long arms, that big body. Oh, they really damage you.
And now, if we look, he is taking off the top turnbuckle here and apparently wants to use the steel behind the turnbuckle for some sort of a weapon as he gets the attention of the referee. Meanwhile, look at Ravishing Rick Rude on the neck of King Duggan.
Yes, indeed. They're managing to distract the referee, and Heenan is doing his job well. It's paying off because the Giant and Rick Rude now have changed the whole persuasion of this bout, and now everything is going the way and the direction of Rude and the Giant.
It's Rude in as the Giant holds. Rick Rude gets the tag, and the referee warning the Giant. Finally, the Giant is out. Ravishing Rick Rude gets only a 1 count. King Duggan kicks away. Now to the reverse chinlock.
And the Giant and Rude took full use of that 5-second grace that they have to clear the ring after a tag has been made. And I would imagine at this juncture, Bobby Heenan, who's having a confidential chat to the Giant, is feeling a little bit confident.
King Duggan getting up.
And the Warrior wisely staying on the outside of the ring. I didn't think he would be able to contain himself, but he's doing very, very well indeed. He's showing that he does have patience as a virtue as well.
I don't think these are having any, no, they're not any effect on King Duggan at all. Oh, big elbow. Rude gets hit first to the turnbuckle.
And it certainly had an effect upon Rude.
Rick Rude sent over. King Duggan down. Down goes Duggan. Rude trying to get a tag. And when Andre's your partner, things like that can happen.
Yes, exactly.
Andre reached over, and that was a legal tag. He held onto the rope.
Yes, he did indeed. And those long, long arms and that huge body leant over the ropes. And he was able to make a very, very effective tag indeed. His arms came down the wrong time there. Oh no, he's okay. Look at those massive arms arms of the giant around the torso of King Duggan.
Andre is, in many ways, a one-man wrecking team. He can turn the tide of battle. Look at that. A very confident look on the Giant's face.
Well, his home is in the Alps, but he is like the Alps himself. He's a mountain of a man, and it's awfully difficult to do something against an athlete who is the biggest professional athlete in the world, and in such a profession as wrestling.
Andre.
He's Andre. Oh, he's being a little effervescent here. Oh, look at him.
Andre with the rude swivel, for goodness sakes. Sending down on Duggan, and Andre certainly feeling good here.
He really is. He is what you might say scintillating at the moment. That was a nice move though by Duggan. If he could get a couple more of those in, he might actually dislodge that huge man. Referee checking him.
There's a long road in that corner also. This could be the end of the match here. No, Duggan is right back into it. He's pulling Andre by the hair. Andre gets a swipe in there, but Andre got raked in the eyes also. And now Duggan sending Andre to that turnbuckle without the pad.
Oh, great move by Duggan. He's actually floored the giant. He's down on one knee. And he doesn't look too stable to me. When you lose the use of those legs like he has, you're obviously stunned. And I don't think I've seen that happen so quickly to the giant.
Here comes the Warrior after the tag. Fans standing up. The Ultimate Warrior getting uncranked against Andre. Used up a lot of energy here, and he goes right to the big hug. How many people can do this against Andre the Giant?
Really, the Warrior very patient now. He's really surprising me in this match. He has used a lot of discretion, a lot of patience, and consequently they've got the team of the Giant and the Rude rocking.
The Giant trying to get out of it, but the Warrior holding on, continuing to do so. You see the pain on the face of Andre.
And that big man is suffering. He's beginning to buckle once again at the knees, the legs.
Pounding away. To the back.
And he's forcing Andre back, believe it or not, but not for long.
The big headbutt.
And Andre now is thinking tag, and he's looking in that direction, but he can't make it. This is absolutely unbelievable. He does make it.
Ravishing Rick Rude gets a tag. You notice down on the floor on the other side still is King Duggan. He has been down as Andre chokes away at the Ultimate Warrior, and the referee is after Andre to move him back. Andre is not heeding his word at all.
If he's not careful, he'll get his team disqualified here. And Duggan took tremendous punishment. And now it's up to the Warrior to keep the hopes of his team alive and try and stay in there until Duggan has recovered sufficiently to be able to get back in the ring again. Oh, look at this, some showboating there.
Which was the wrong thing to do, but Andre is in. Andre comes back in. I don't think a tag was made there.
It wasn't indeed, but this is the best I've seen Andre for a long time. No, look at that! Behind the referee's back.
The 2x4.
Oh, Andre's down. Andre's down.